Don't
What's
fuck
going
it.
on? Yeah, thank you, fellas.
You're in limbo.
Treason, treason, bang 'em in the tower. Reason, reason, 'cause I own the power. Treason, treason, make 'em all understand. Reason, reason, 'cause I own the fucking land.
Yeah, I said it was Saturday. I got my days all fucked up, but it's Saturday now, and that means it's Dead-Eye Dull Night. Welcome, fellas. How you guys doing?
All right, man. What's happening, bro?
Thanks for having me. Not too much. Not too much, guys. Thanks for coming on the show.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us, man. Thanks for having us on, man.
It's been long overdue. I've been listening to you guys for quite a while here through the wonderful Twitter universe. So to get to talk to you is pretty sweet, man.
Yeah,
cool.
That's awesome. The Twitter's been great for us. You know, the social media, the whole scene that's happening with indie music on Twitter has been friggin' awesome for us.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's what I was saying too. Like you can't do anything. Well, everything's on social media nowadays, but like Twitter's been fucking crazy for everybody, I think. Especially when you get in that music community, eh? You know, you get your radio TFSC community and everything like that. You know, it's just nuts.
Yeah, they've been great. They give us the promotion, they give us the spin, so it's great, man.
Yeah, and so guys like you that do like the podcast and the internet radio shows, and it's like these people are getting our music out there, and like this whole Twitter scene we've been involved with the indie underworld, with the guys, this network of bands we've been dealing with, Demon Scarred and a couple other bands. It's just been great, man. It's been like people are hearing our music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Well, it gives bands a place to exist where you kind of have to do that these days. Get as far as you can. Like you guys have people in Germany listening to your shit. Like that's fucking crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's cool as
And
hell.
you guys are in Jersey. You're in Jersey, right?
Yeah,
New Jersey.
right outside.
Rock on. That's awesome, boys. That's awesome.
You know, it's like there's so many indie bands happening online that, you know, on Twitter that we discovered also that we're listening to, you know, that we would have never heard otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, it seems like the rock and metal music and punk music, it's like you don't find it in the mainstream at all anymore. It's like, it's becoming like an old genre, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's nice to hear all these new bands. You don't realize how many people is.
Yeah. There's
absolutely.
There's a whole sea of talent and good shit to listen to if you're willing to look for it. But unfortunately, a lot of people won't dig around for the good stuff, you know.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
The hardest thing is getting people to take notice and to listen, but you know, everything helps. Like being on your show. Like I remember when we first dropped the album, you guys played our whole album like the first week it came out.
I did, yeah. I fucking did. That's right. Yeah, I fucking did.
Oh. Hey, can I access that show somewhere, like in the backlog?
What's that?
The one where you played the album, like your old podcast. Can I see those? Can I hear those anywhere?
Those actually they got all fucking. I almost got sued by fucking Anchor FM.
Oh yeah.
Because they said that. I almost got fucking sued by the place that was hosting my podcast because I was playing indie music. They said, well, you don't have the rights to play this music, so
that's crazy.
I said, well, I mean, I'm not making a fucking dime on it. I'm doing it for promotion. You know, I don't charge anybody to play their music.
And the whole thing is like most of the indie bands are willing to send you an MP3. Like we're willing to send our album. When we released our album, we always offered it for free on our website. We never will.
Yeah, right.
You have the option to buy it and download it on any one of the platforms, but we offered it for free because we want people to hear it. You know, You know, I'd rather people hear it than try to make money off it and no one listens to it.
That's right. What's the point? What's the point if nobody's going to hear it, right?
Right. That's 100% right. That was the thing from the start. We were like, we're going to just give it away because listen, we sell downloads, but I mean, no one pays for music. They want to get it for free. I don't pay for it. You know what I do?
You pay to make your own music though. Like you guys are recording yourselves. That you know the money for gear and shit like that costs money. You guys invest in yourselves. So I understand how some bands obviously want to make their money on it, but a lot of guys gave up on that illusion a long time ago. Like the $1 million record contracts don't exist. They haven't for years and years and years. You know, there's no money in this anymore. So if you're not fucking enjoying it, you may as well not bother doing it.
Yeah, that's a passion job.
Yep, no doubt.
That's exactly what it is.
That was what's so nice about it, like you were saying, like doing a lot of this stuff ourselves. We record everything ourselves.
Yeah.
We make everything. At the end, we send it out to get mastered, but everything is done in-house by the guys in the band.
Yeah.
And it still costs, a lot of money to do it that way as well. But
Truth, yeah.
they can get out there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, so that's kind of why, that was originally why I started this podcast. I just wanted to start playing music for people, and I would just pick however many fucking songs I wanted to. However many people would email me songs, I just fucking throw them on and say, here you go, tweet it out a few times. You know, and it was pretty popular. Like people were listening to it for sure. And then one day I went on to my account to go back and listen to an episode or something, and they said, they told me my password was wrong. And I was like, well, that's not, whatever, fine, I'll change it type thing. Try to get a new password. Then they say, well, you've been locked out of your account. Okay, email the guys. And I said, what the fuck's going on? Like, I have like 30 fucking episodes on here. Like, what's the problem? They said, oh, you've been, you should probably talk to a lawyer. And I'm like, well, for what?
Yeah, that's just absurd.
But I found out that Spotify bought Anchor FM. So they're thinking I'm taking money from the 0.0094 cents that Spotify gives people. I'm somehow fucking people out of that.
Yeah, I don't see how that.
So I had to rebrand, but it's been good. It's been good to just like start doing interviews and doing stuff like this. Like I still do the music episodes every Saturday. I'll pick like 20 some songs I get emailed to me and put them out. So I still do that. But
yeah. But so, like, to me, as an indie band, we're gonna you gotta let people, have access to your music, play them on their shows.
Yeah.
Like tonight, like we're talking, it's just great.
Yeah, we want
the
you
whole
to play it. You know? It's like,
right.
I want people not to play it. I mean, it's stupid. Like,
I got this really great album, but fuck you. Don't.
Yeah. But you can't listen.
And like, all bands, want to get paid for their downloads, but like. Slash from Guns N' Roses was talking like, how do we even release the next Guns N' Roses record because no one buys music? And we just put it on Spotify and stream record. You know what I mean? Like,
doing that's a whole new animal for bands these days, right? Like you think about the old guys that are still doing this stuff. Like all they knew physical sales. It's a whole new world. Like you guys are doing good with your social media and everything like that. Like you're super active and
right.
That's the shift now, right? It's not all CDs. We talked about this with a few guests. It's like for a long time, you had your physical CDs. You could go, you sell them $10-$20 a piece, whatever. You're just fucking laughing, ha ha ha, all these big guys all the way to the bank. But now you can't tour. Nobody's buying CDs, and nobody's got money to buy fucking shirts. So what are you going to do?
We actually do the best with the merch with our shirts. I mean, like, that's actually where we get some money back is with the shirt. Like to have something physical.
And
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Right, and you can wear a shirt. They feel like, they're getting something. Like, they feel like, like almost anything you can go to YouTube and hear almost any song you want.
That's right.
If I want to hear a song, I want to hear a Slayer song. Sometimes I just go to YouTube and watch a Slayer video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, or whatever. Spotify's free, and you just go do that. But it's the point is, it's everywhere. You don't have to go buy a CD to hear anything like you used to.
Right, it's not right. We used to go to the record store.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, those were the days.
Those were the best days. You go and you roll the dice, hoping the album's going to be good. You're paying $15-$20 for it.
Album you could buy because you went in and the fucking cover blew you away.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Awesome cover. It's got to be good. It's good, like you said. Fucking good.
Did you ever find one that had a really sweet cover but just fucking sucked?
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
All the time. That sucks.
Yeah, there was some duds back in the day. That's for sure.
Especially metal. You know what I mean? Metal and home. Like you'd have a really great drawing on the outside of the album, and you take it home, and it'd be like, this is trash.
I'd have to think about back to you on that one. There's got to be
Yeah.
There's got to be at least one.
Yeah.
You know, for the end of the show.
That's good. Yeah, we'll come back to it. You think about it, but I'm sure there's at least one. I'm trying to think of some too, but
Yeah, dedicate a show.
It's probably had a pretty awesome time.
well, I guess how did Dead Eye Doll get started? What brought you guys together? Did you grow up together and just jam shit out, or what happened?
It out since 6th grade, and these guys longer elementary school.
Yeah.
And, we started jamming in high school. We've all been in bands throughout the years, all different types, all different incarnations of different bands together since high school. And then, you know, we took a little break, and then we got back together, and we started this project. And, you know, it's been, you know, awesome. We've been playing together for you know, ever.
Yeah, but not only in bands, we're just friends, just best
yeah.
friends, all through these years, you know, and just hanging out. When we're not playing, we're hanging out, you know.
Yeah, we said fuck it. Music, we do it all ourselves and fucking just put everything
And that was the
out.
thing.
Yeah.
The technology really made us like able to like get a really good sound. And believe me, we spent hours and hours,
Countless.
of trying to perfect the mixes and everything. And plus our experiences in bands for the years coming up, we had recorded in some really big real studios in our time as well, in other bands. So we took all that experience from being in studios over the years and said, you know, we probably can do this ourselves. And we feel like we're pretty successful at it.
Yeah, I can't remember which one I talked to in DMs a while ago, but you told me that you guys did the mixing on this album yourself, and I was like, holy shit, because it sounds really good.
Yeah, we did everything, man.
Yeah.
Except master.
Yeah,
Right,
we said
you
that.
didn't master, but you did the getting the mix perfect is the hardest part. All mastering does is they fucking turn 1, 2 things and you're done.
Yeah,
It was learning. We learned, like Johnny said, we spent hours and hours just watching videos and learning
And really like arguing with each other and fighting with each other and like you know, but at the end it was all worth it because we feel like the album was great. We loved how it came out. And it was really satisfying that we did it all ourselves. Like you know, Jeff, you know, played a bit of bass and sung backups, and Juice took all the lead vocals and the lead guitars. I played drums, and wherever we needed someone to do something extra, if we needed a little guitar here, Jeff might play. I played some chords on it. It was like, you know, it was all the three of us. No one else was on the record at all.
That's awesome. Yeah, wow. Well done, guys. Yeah, that's a great album.
Yeah,
guys.
absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're so lucky that we have a great lead guitar player. You know, it's like it's really our record. If you listen to the record, it's got leads on every song, and it's really like, you know, we're a hard rock, you know, guitar.
You know, it's a fucking rock album for sure, but the vocals are what stand out for me.
Yeah, nice.
That's Juice too.
awesome.
You're the fucking man, dude. That's serious. The first time I heard you guys, I heard Dead Eye Generation, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, I mean, obviously the music goes without saying, but I listen for vocals too, because I that's what I'm drawn to. And my God, you're like a whole other animal, dude. It's sick. I didn't realize, like I said, I didn't know you were only a 3-piece. I thought you were at least a 4 or 5-piece. So good for you guys. That's sick.
Yeah, just the three of us. And you know what's weird? Like, I always was never 3-piece. Always like I love being part of a 3-piece. Like, it's just so much easier. We collaborate well together. We you know, we can get on the same page a lot easier when it's just 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we have enough talent in my head to do everything we need to do.
Yeah, it's easier to sway a 3-piece than a 4 or 5-piece, because then you can make teams and turn on each other and shit like that. But if you got 3, 2 of you are bound to agree. The other guy has to go or fuck off. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, each one of you play a key role, right?
Yeah,
so it's just like you guys got to find that happy neutral.
Yeah, and if you know, you know, it'd be hard to bring somebody else into the band too, just from a personality standpoint. Like, you know, friends for so long and everything.
Yeah.
And you know, we don't really have that 4th friend that we've been friends with that can come in and do something. So it's like we bring somebody in. It's like from a personality standpoint, it might not clash for chemistry. You know, it might not work. So
And you know what's weird? It's even with the 3 pieces, we all have such big egos amongst amongst ourselves. We have such big egos. There's still, like, I still feel like I want to have more influence on the song, and I want to put, I want to put more into the track or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
And the only way to make that happen without having to is that we all know each other personally and the personalities, and we know, like, just shut up, or just wait for the other guy to shut up, and then we can, proceed.
Yeah, and that comes from your friendship and everything like that. Of course, your working relationship. Yeah, that's awesome.
A lot, man. That's like we got after we finished mixing the album, we put it out. We started writing right away for our second album. I mean, the chemistry just blew us away because we fucking wrote it. And we were like, man, we love with the new sound, and not that it's new. It still sounds like that doll, but we were moving in a different direction a little bit, and just we're in love with the album. The album kind of fell in our laps the way we wrote it. And we're like, wow, man, like keep going. And fucking quarantine happened, and we got backed up.
But we love this new record, and we hope like you like it as much as like it's gonna be. We got a new single coming out before the record.
Okay. Oh, awesome!
That's out right now, getting mad.
That's Pretty Vacant, right?
We have a new one coming out.
A new
second one.
Okay.
But we don't know.
October 9th.
October 9th. It's gonna be the first time we release it. It's out getting mastered right now,
nice.
And it's a high charge, like like rock with a little bit of a punk edge, like type of song. It's cool.
Yeah, definitely. You guys definitely got the riffs that make the old circle pit go. That's for sure.
Thank you guys so much. Like, I'm so honored and thrilled that everybody's listening and you guys like it. It means a lot to us because when we're recording it, like, we just hope someone likes it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's pretty thankless, eh? When you're recording it, you're not sure what the hell's going to happen, but you're doing it anyways. So hopefully people like it in the end. But at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter as long as you're happy with it.
It's like, like you said, one person in Germany hears it, or one person in Japan, or you guys. It's great, man. And we can't love the fans and the people like it any more than we do. It's
the metal scene, like, to be embraced and to be like we've been like embraced by the metal scene, and it's like. And metalheads, and like we're so grateful to like.
Well, it's because you've got solid rock and punk sounding riffs. You've got like metal sounding vocals, but I'd say like metal vocals, but with like rock melody behind it. You know what I mean? It's a really good mix. So I can totally see you finding a pocket in any genre.
Yeah, you guys pretty much fit in
punk, metal, hardcore, anything like that. Like, you got the grooves, it's fucking good, boys. Like, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass here just because you're here. Like, I'm a genuine fan of your music for sure.
Totally agreed.
I was saying to these guys on this record, we accomplished what we set out, like, to be metal without being metal. Mm-hmm. You know what it's a tough thing to do, and
you did it.
Like, and it's a great sound. It's a cool sound. Like, we were inspired a lot listening to this record. Like, we were listening to a lot of bands that do that Motorhead, Clutch, and stuff like that. That ride that fence of being hard rock and being heavy metal. We were
just talking before we came on here, and Kevin said, Kevin, you said, what did you say? Queens of the Stone Age and Motorhead.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Queens of the Stone Age riffs with Motorhead vocals.
I love Queens,
and that's what we're listening to when we're going into the recording of the album.
Well, there you go, Kevin.
Yeah, there you go.
Writing the record, and like we always listen to Motorhead. Since we were kids, you know what I mean? Like, Motorhead's the best.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. It's got to be a great feeling to know that you guys can just get slid into almost any kind of tour cycle, whether it be metal, punk, or rock too. So that's always
that's the way we've always been too. We've opened up Overkill. We've opened up the LA Guns with the same band, and
nice.
Like, Bullet Boys.
Right. And you're right. It's a nice place to be but really, like, important to us, like especially on the Twitter, like the metal community has been so cool to us. It's an honor, really.
Well, like I said, because all metalheads, they'll listen to everything. Like, I know metal guys, they'll sit there like, I'm a metal guy, but I'll listen to whatever if it's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's not good, I'm not going to fucking listen to it. But I'll listen to like folk music for Christ's sake if it's good. Or
of course.
Hip hop or whatever, anything, as long as it's good. If it's
I find the more older you get, the more you definitely learn to appreciate other genres. That's sure.
Right.
You lose the elitedness.
Yeah, of course. In high school and stuff, everyone's the little cliques like
Metal or die. Yeah.
Get caught listening to something that might not be cool. But like when you get old, you're like you don't care. You're like, oh,
if it's good. It's good. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm at that point as well.
Do music, so I get bored of what I'm listening. I just want to move on and listen to something else for a while. I'm constantly trying to like other things.
Right.
Your Jeff is always bringing new bands to us. You gotta hear this guy. Gotta hear this guy. Like so many good like indie stuff and even other new stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the indie scene is huge. If you're ever bored, all you got to do is look on Twitter and find a band that's got a link up there, and you've probably found your new favorite band these days. It's hard.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And like I said before, I was just talking. I'll give another shout out. Like that whole indie underworld that was started by Demon Scar was like, it really like, we were part of this compilation album they put out, this mixtape, and it was like, so many people heard everybody, not just us, but the other bands that were on it as well. Everybody got their music heard by a lot of people.
That's awesome. Well, good for them for doing that for everybody. That's a huge thing to take on for sure.
Jeff.
We'll send you a copy if you don't have that compilation disc.
I don't have it. I would love that. And please, when you guys drop your new single in October, send it to me, and I'll play it on my show.
The bands as well on this compilation, that you might like. You know what I mean? A lot of bands, and it's very cool.
Well, I've heard Demon Scar. They're fucking good. They're really good. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of other good bands on this compilation as well. We'll mail one up to you guys, man.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, DM me your DM me shirt sizes too.
Yeah, we'll send you.
Oh, that would be deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
no
do
doubt.
that for sure.
Yeah, I definitely could send some mailing information if necessary. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I would appreciate that full-heartedly.
We're up in Canada, but we're in two different provinces. So I'm in the middle. I'm in Saskatchewan, and Kevin's closer to you in Ontario. So.
Addresses.
Yeah, we'll get them up there. However they get them up there,
I'll get them. All right, man. Well, I appreciate that for sure. I will happily rep Dead-Eye Doll up here. No fucking worries about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. Rep it out, brother.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. I would be happy to rep your guys' stuff, get your guys' name out there here in London, Ontario.
That's great, man. We appreciate it.
Is there like a scene out there? What's going on out there?
Well, London, Ontario for me is pretty new to me. So it's the scene's kind of like unknown to me as of yet, but it's definitely a big enough city where I can guarantee that you guys would definitely rock out a good, like one of the good, like we got a lot of awesome clubs and bars around here to do like really good, tight, small venues. So.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Because Jersey's fucking dead, man.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Still only a few rock clubs left here in Jersey, like.
That was pre-pandemic, I bet, too.
Yeah. That was pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
It's different if you're like a bar band or something like that. You're
like a tribute band or some shit.
Like Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison or something. But if you're like an original, like hard, heavy band, like there's limited venues left.
See, that's too bad, man. Like where I'm at, we've got it's a small city, but we had, I guess we had a handful of venues, and there was a decent scene. At one time, we'd have man, I'd see 400 kids pull up for a local show.
Yeah,
And that's not even a big name, but just dudes in town that have been playing for so long, and it's nothing to do, but everybody would line up around the block. You remember that shit, Kevin, when you lived here.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was the early 2000s was a boom period almost. Even up into the mid 2000s, it was just local shows, all different genres of bands, hardcore, metalcore.
Yeah,
punk, pop punk. There was just every band was a different band, and it was they were all local. Everyone knew each other. It was definitely it was a big
community for sure, but it's slowed down now. I don't know what happened, but I mean, obviously this was slowing down before the pandemic, but now it's anybody's fucking guess what's gonna happen. But.
And that's like you were just saying there with all that all those genres. I love the heavy and hard indie stuff. Stuff I like it hard. When sometimes I'll hear like an indie band that is just try to be a little too commercial. Like, I just prefer like the punk stuff and the hard stuff when it comes to the indie stuff. Like,
okay. I'm gonna send you my mailing address, and I'll send you an album from a friend's band that I have. I'll email you a copy of it. You'll fucking like it if you like hard indie shit.
yeah, because I love that. That's the stuff I really love. Like,
okay.
The heavier and the harder it's just like, I love it.
Bring them into the community. That's the whole idea. Getting growing it, and
Yeah, that's all you can do. It's hard to do on a good day, but I think if we've all learned anything from the pandemic is that you got to fucking stick together as best you can and take care of each other and shit like that. But you may as well carry that spirit forward with music and building a community around that.
Right.
Because what's the one thing that everybody's going to miss when all this is over? Fucking going to see a gig. Because there's no places left to go see them.
Whole thing, man. Like, all the shows that got canceled, and like, wait for live music back. And when will people feel safe to go see live music in the room together?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know that I don't want to watch it from my couch on like a live stream. You know?
Yeah, it's just not the same.
It's cool, but it's not the same. You know, it's just so different. When you get hit with those amps, when you're standing in the crowd, and it's making you nauseous, hitting you right in the stomach.
Yeah.
That's rock and roll, man. You gotta feel that.
You gotta get a beer dumped on you and get kicked in the face. And, you gotta.
Your ears got to be ringing after the show.
Yeah. I said, dude, that's one of the benefits of being in this band. Like, we got to play tonight. I was like at a concert tonight, you know?
Yeah.
It was something else. We fucking rocked out.
But you got to be able to feel the air moving. You know what I mean? For the speakers, you got to feel that air.
Yeah.
And on a podcast, it's cool. It's not the same.
It's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, you got to be able to play. It's like you got to be able to play and be able to actually see people enjoying it and vibing. Like doing those interactive streams, it's like you're just playing, but you don't know the audience, right?
That's the other thing, though. Having no crowd is real weird, man. It's like, fuck, man. You feed off that energy.
Yeah.
He can sit there and see 30 people. I'm not saying not to do it.
I always felt.
No, I agree. It's just not the same. It's cool and it's good. A lot of big bands are doing it, but it's just not the same as a live show.
Yeah.
100%.
Somehow, they don't know when it's going to end. So if they don't start saying relevant now, then they're waiting too long and they're going to be lost. So they got to keep doing the podcast.
Right. And I think bands like you guys are in the best spot because you're cementing yourselves in social media and you're building a following that way. Like that's the way it's going. A lot of these older bands, like you talk about Slash or your Guns N' Roses and shit like that, they don't have the same presence as, the indie bands that are slugging it out doing this shit. That's like you said, that's the only way you're going to stay relevant nowadays is doing this.
Yeah, like I said, we said it before, like, thank God for, like, Twitter really was, like, we do all the social media, but, like, Twitter has been so great for music for us. Like, we find that there's a big, like, music scene happening on Twitter.
Yeah, it's crazy. When I first went back on Twitter, I couldn't fucking believe it. And all I follow are musicians on there. It's fucking awesome. It's crazy. Everybody's got something.
Yeah, for sure.
You never believe
Everyone out there, remember to follow Limbocast.
Yeah, man. Thank God. Thanks, man. Do these shows like this really get people to, find out about these indie bands and find some really great new music,
That's all like I said, that's all I've ever wanted to do is help spread the word about bands I like. So, maybe nobody else will like it, but I dig it, so why the fuck not? If nothing else, I want to talk to you to hear you,
That's like one of the...
It really does.
Yeah, it means a lot, man. Seriously.
That means a lot to us, man.
We appreciate you. So we got about 5-6 minutes left on here. Why don't you guys take the last bit of time? Tell us how we can support you. If you got any links you want to shout out, anything like that, whatever you guys want to do.
Like we said, the indie underworld. Big shout out to those guys for everything they did. Go listen to our music, man. Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
At Dead Eye Doll Band, at Dead Eye Doll, deadeye.com. You can always go to deadeye.com and find all our links to all our social media on deadeye.com.
Okay, I'll post that. I'll post that in the comments here when I put it up.
Deadeye.com.
Shout out to Limbocast for having us on.
Yeah, the best.
Look for our new single, We Don't Know, October 9th, which I'll get to you guys too when I get it. Also, our new album should be early 2021.
No,
Yeah, hopefully.
Awesome.
let us know about that. We'll get you back and we'll talk about that for sure.
Yeah, definitely help promote that.
Yeah, the album's written, man. We're just,
We're just tracking it now. We just got to get all the tracks done and then mix it up and it'll be out.
Hell yeah.
I'm absolutely eager to hear it. That's for sure, boys.
Yeah.
And this new single, like we said, it's really cool. We're really proud of it.
Yeah.
I hope you guys like it.
Take it, man.
That'll be at the 9th, right? 9th.
October 9th.
October 9th. Okay, well I'll be waiting for that one about a month and we'll have a new Dead Eye Doll single. So
Absolutely, man.
that's great. We'll let everybody know, and I'll like I said, I'll play it for sure, and I'll send you our addresses because I'll fucking take a shirt for sure.
Yeah, Chuck, that makes two of us.
And that indie underworld, we're gonna send up that disc. You're gonna like it.
Awesome.
Man.
Sweet. I'm looking forward
Stoked.
to it.
I'm stoked.
Yeah, actually, they put us on the first track. Was Dead Eye Generation on the
Nice.
World compilation, and like we said, we were so grateful for these guys. They hooked us up. They on this compilation, and like the song's getting out there to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that helps for sure. That's awesome.
Absolutely does.
That's great.
Check out our merch page. You can find it on our website. You can find it on Bandcamp.
Yep.
And we will have more merch coming soon. Shipments are coming.
Okay.
We're running out of shirt sizes. They'll be back, though.
That's good. It's a good thing to run out. You got to re-up. It's a good thing.
Yeah, they went quicker than expected.
Yeah, it went a lot quicker than we expected.
Awesome. That's fucking sweet.
Absolutely, boys. You keep plugging away like you are. I'm sure they're just going to keep on selling.
That's
Yeah,
right.
man.
Thank you guys, man.
That's right. I'll start wearing. I'll
thank you,
start wearing
guys.
it on the fucking podcast, and people will see like, who the fuck is that? And they'll find you.
Yeah, man.
It's all about.
Well, all right, fellas. It was an absolute pleasure talking to you guys tonight. Keep us posted with everything that's going on.
Yeah, guys. Thanks.
Rock it on,
Thanks for
man.
having us.
Anytime,
Awesome.
guys. You take care.
Okay,
all right?
cheers, fellas.
Limbo.
You're in limbo.
Dead Eye Doll.
Rock and roll, boys.
Class act, fellas. I appreciate it.
Later,
Peace, guys. Peace out.
Peace out, fellas.
Peace out, guys.
Wow, that was Dead Eye Doll. They're fucking awesome. That was sweet.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely a band to check out. That's for damn sure. I've been rocking them the last couple days, even last week and stuff, and playing them at work. So
Yeah.
It's a good excuse to get people at my work to try and get into the new bands too. As hard as that is sometimes.
Yeah, that's just it. It kind of falls on deaf ears sometimes, right? You're like, hey, check this band out. I really love them. It's like, yeah, I probably will, but
Yeah, unluckily, I'm stuck with a bunch of coworkers that like to listen to the oldie rock stuff. But
Wow.
I love them for it anyways. So
yeah, there's a place for that too, I suppose. But there's a whole.
oh, absolutely. But yeah, it's all about you got to listen to newer, find other artists, man. This is the one thing I'm happy about this kind of podcast, man. It's a great tool to discover other musicians too. So
Mm-hmm. And it's just awesome because I've talked to so many people that are just fantastic of any genre that are just great at what they do.
Definitely, definitely, 100%.
Well, we'll keep it rocking and rolling as we go. Next week will be a big one, and I think next week will be good too.
Oh yeah, I think we got a pretty good lineup. I'll definitely be in for a couple of those. That's for sure.
Yeah, Kevin will be back for a couple of them next week, and I think he's just doing a fucking great job on this thing. So I'm happy to have you here, buddy.
Oh, dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. It's definitely a great learning experience. That's for sure.
Yeah. Now you can go steal all my knowledge and make a way better podcast.
Well, I'll do my best, but it'll probably be somewhere in the MMA mixed martial arts world for that. But I'll always have a special place in my heart for this one.
All right, bro. That sounds good to me, buddy. Well, I'll let you get back to your night, and I'll get this online right away.
Rock and roll, brother. I can't wait to listen it over.
Send me your address.
Oh yeah, we'll do. Yeah, definitely, man. Too, and if you need to, we'll exchange funds somehow, whether it be through e-transfers and such.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for having me on again, there, Joe. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, dude. Peace out.
Peace out, bro.